What's happening right now in Super Micro Computer?
Let's see what happened. Very interesting. The latest video we were talking about this hammock pattern. Very interesting. And this latest uptrend that we have right here,
Wow.
more than 200% to the upside. And right now it is more or less 170% from that latest breakout point. What do you think about it, guys? Let us know in the comments below your thoughts about it and the reasons behind it. Remember to read the disclaimer right here and also in the description below. And welcome to Trading HT. Thank you for subscribing. We really appreciate it.
Okay, so a lot of things to comment right here. This stock and this sector is absolutely nuts. Everything is going up like never before. And we thought that we've seen everything. And look at that, more than 170% in just one trend, which is absolutely nuts. So at this particular point, we are on the top of this trend. And many people, I think they are thinking, okay, they're thinking about, okay, this is the end, maybe. There's sometimes there is an end of all trends, but is it really? Let's analyze it together.
Let's see, and also in the comments, let us know your thoughts because we are always happy to learn from you and to read all those comments and start the debate from there. Always with respect and listening one to each other to have the more information, the best. And right here, we can clearly see that Alvaro is drawing this kind of triangular pattern that we have with that support line of this latest uptrend, and then we have like that resistance level. Very interesting, when you have this type of pattern, sometimes the price starts to consolidate from here to the latest point, and at some point it has to break. It can't be inside of this triangle forever, so we will break to the upside or to the downside. What do you think? What are your odds, guys? Do you think it will go higher or lower? Let us know below.
Yeah, normally the all trends like this, after a huge more than 170%, at some point investors start to sell the stock and the price reverses. It's something that is natural because then the uptrends never end, and that's what they think, but actually they end at some point. At this particular point, it could happen, and if it happens, it has to be obviously something more negative than the usual thing, maybe a last quarter that is worse than before, but it has to be really bad at this point because look at the base of the trend that we have. It's still strong enough.
Yeah, it's very, very interesting. So, for instance, let's see what do the analysts of Wall Street think. We have the forecast right there. We have more than 10 analysts, 13 exactly, offering a one-year price forecast for Super Microcomputer Inc. And the maximum one is 1,300%. Wow, incredible. They even expect
Wow.
like a higher price. We have the average minus 15%, which is negative. Normally you have the average at more or less the current price or a little bit higher. And then we have minus 70%, the minimum one, $250. So we have both extremes right there. Then the average more or less around these levels because with this volatility, minus 15% could be one day and the next day could be the same to the upside. We have seen this like today, the price is completely crazy, minus 12% right now. So very interesting. What do you think about this forecast, Alvaro?
Well, I think it's very interesting, but look at, I was also watching the estimates. Look at that. Look at the estimates that they have for 2024 and 2025. If that happens,
Wow.
the stock shouldn't go lower, because normally the stocks that when the more money they make, the stock it goes up. There is no other options normally in stocks like this, especially with a huge market cap, because the stock is like 47 billion. So obviously it has to happen, but based on previous experience, look at what happened in the previous years. Like all estimates were worse than reality. The reported thing was better every time. So if it happens, you can imagine the rest.
It's very interesting, So, what do you think about it, guys? Do you think this forecast will be like correlated with the actual reports of the company, or do you think it will change? If you take a look to the annual, if you change it from quarterly to annual, you can clearly see the forecast for 2026
Wow.
even higher than
Oh my gosh.
2025. I don't know about it because we normally don't analyze this type of forecast. We could start to do so because I think it's an interesting data. Obviously, until 2026, we have to wait at least 2 years. But it will be interesting to see what happens and how is this stock going. And we could mention this past video and say, okay, do you remember like the forecast was the estimate 34, and we could see the actual results. Very interesting. So, what do you think about this information, guys?
Now imagine the scenario of 2024, the estimate is double than 2023. So it should, according to this, that the stock should go, so it should have a value, a double value that it has right now. So imagine the stock going to, I don't know, like 1,600. So the uptrend for those who bought the stock when it was trading at 200, give or take, we were talking about 600%. Absolutely insane in a stock like this with a huge market cap.
Yeah, very interesting. Everything can happen in trading, also the opposite. So let us know in the comments your thoughts. And for instance, let's see in the 5-minute chart these last moves that we had right here during the corrections with the resistance level right here. Let me draw it very fast. And also that we had in the lower side in the support area. Very interesting because I want to mention some patterns that we can clearly see right here. In the lower side, we could see this type of double bottom, and we had a perfect breakout right here with almost a perfect retest. From there, the price skyrocketed very, very fast, and also right here we had like this kind of double top we could see, and also we had this breakout around this level, and the pattern was completed also. Very interesting, when you see this type of trading technical analysis in the small time frames, because when you have this type of volatility, it's like the 1-minute chart or the 5-minute chart, 15-minute chart. It starts to work as a daily chart for other type of stocks because you have moves in the 1-minute chart of 5%, 10% sometimes, so it's completely crazy, and you have a lot of opportunities right there if you know what you are doing. This is also very, very dangerous because you have like crazy volatility right there.
Yeah, it has a market cap of 40 right now, 48 billion. But the thing, is you cannot compare it to Apple, for instance, or Nvidia. It has a market of 2 trillion, 3 trillion. It's completely different. So that means that it's more volatile by nature. But obviously, I think right now nowadays even Nvidia and Apple can have a lot of volatility, and you can clearly see that yesterday Nvidia was like plus 20% in one day, and it went up more than 200 billion in just one day. It's absolutely nuts. Everything in the markets can happen.
Yeah, it's very, very interesting. And also you can clearly see if you change from the extended trading hours chart that we are using right now to the regular trading hours, you can see like the gaps are completely crazy also. During this uptrend, the majority of them have been to the upside, so no problems if you were buying like that. And during this last downtrend that you drew minus 35%, it's like it was during the open market trading hours, not the extended one, the regular ones, I mean. But if you are trading it and you don't have the extended trading hours and you see gaps to the downside or something like that, it could be very dangerous. That's what we always mention. If you can afford to trade this type of stocks with huge volatility with extended trading hours, that risk management will work much better.
Yeah, extended trading hours is something that you should have if you trade singular stocks like this, because there is a lot of volatility, minus 34% we have here in regular standard hours. But look at this gap right here. It's completely the contrary, and you miss an upturn of more than 15% in just the gap, and then we have the trading day. So obviously you need to use extended hours in order to trade stocks. It's a recommendation, of course. You can use regular trading hours, but you have less risk, obviously, having like extended hours, because you can place some stop losses in certain areas to avoid further losses than expected.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's also some interesting debate that we have right there. Do you think that extended trading hours brokers are better or not? Because sometimes, people have different opinions, and we always want to learn everything because we don't know everything, and also you don't. And if we share all the information, it's like we have the best possible options for everyone. Here at Trading HT, honest traders, we always want to share honest opinions with you, and we want to read from you, all your honest opinions also.
So thank you very much, guys, and see you in the next video.
Thank you. Have a nice weekend. Take care. We love you.